Okay, we are live. Welcome in everyone to another episode of Commander's Franchise. As always, if you are not watching this live, I will put the timestamp down in the description of when the gameplay actually starts, but in the meantime, give me another 60 seconds or so to set up the rest of my stream. Okay, so the last stream we did, we ended up winning against the Chargers by a final score of 27-20. I did adjust some sliders after that game. It just very much felt like to me that game against the Chargers, it very much felt like a video game. I mean, it was kind of all over the place. So I adjusted some sliders. We are taking on the New York Giants, who are 9-6. We played them a couple of weeks ago and lost. Of course, we got off to an 11-0 start, and since then we are 1-3. And if we take a look at the playoff picture, we no longer have the number 1 seed. We are the number 2 seed. And the Atlanta Falcons have the 1 seed in the NFC, and of course the Chiefs have it in the AFC. Let's take a look at the Giants roster real quick, even though we just played against them. So at quarterback, they have Clayton McPherson, the second-year man out of Tennessee. He grilled us last time we played. Saquon Barkley, still with the Giants in this universe, and of course, Saquon's having a unreal season, a potential record-breaking season in real life with the Eagles. I think he's actually on pace to break Eric Dickerson's record, but of course, we'll see if that actually happens. Receivers, they have Isaiah Hodgins, Paris Campbell's injured, Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson. It was Devontae Miller, their rookie receiver out of Clemson. He actually did some damage against us. Isaiah Hodgins and Paris Campbell also did some damage against us. I just remember Cliff Greenfield and Emmanuel Forbes getting grilled in the last game against receivers who are not that good. At tight end, they still have Darren Waller, 81 overall. On the offensive line, Andrew Thomas at 94, Kendrick Green at a 75, John Michael Schmitz at a 77, Eddie Stambler, second-year man out of Florida, at an 80, and Evan Neal at a 79. On the defense, Sebastian Joseph Day, 75 overall, Leonard Williams, 84 overall, and of course they have Sexy Dexy, Dexter Lawrence, 97 overall, superstar X Factor. We didn't let him impact the game too much when we played them a couple weeks ago, but he's always still a threat. Azeez Ojulari at one edge position, Bobby Okereke and Nakobe Dean in the middle, and Kayvon Thibodeau at the other edge. In the secondary, they have Adoree Jackson at 84, Deonte Banks and Avonte Maddox, Xavier McKinney at one safety, Terrell Edmonds at the other. And they have a kicker and punter too that I didn't look at, but who actually cares? Let's jump into our weekly strategy. So, as far as this goes, I mean, yeah, I do think defending the inside run's probably what we got to do. If I recall correctly, when we played the Giants a couple weeks ago, I think Saquon had one big run that kind of like made his numbers. look better than they actually were. But, you know, if you take that one explosive play away, I think we did a good job containing him. But McPherson ended up beating us with his arm. But Saquon's still the biggest threat. How are we looking in terms of player health? So we're at 97%. So how do I want to split this? I think I'm going to split my defensive linemen. Everyone else will go starters. So as far as offense goes, I mean, the thing is blitz counter. Generally, I like to do blitz counter whenever there's a superstar X factor on the defensive line, even though the defensive linemen aren't the ones blitzing. It's, you know, the linebackers or potentially a corner or a safety. But I think we're going to turn on blitz counter. Of course, we're at 97%. We'll do split for running backs. Yeah, we're only doing split for running backs. Go ahead and simulate training. Hopefully we don't have any injuries. Cross your fingers. Okay, no injuries on defense, and I meant to check on offense too. Okay. Alright, let's just make sure we have no injuries. Alright, Sam Howell's still starting, still got Jonathan Tolliver, Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Chase Claypool. Offensive line looks good. Okay. Okay, yeah, no injuries. That's good. All right, so without further ado, I think we are ready to go ahead and jump into this Week 17 game against the New York Football Giants.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got the Giants, leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Giants and the Commander.
Okay, and we are kicking off to start things off, and as I mentioned at the top of every stream, this is Madden 24, not Madden 25, so you will see traditional kickoff rules instead of the whole landing zone thing. As Joey Sly boots this one away, and this will be fielded in the back of the end zone for a touchback. Giants start off their first drive at the 25. Now here comes Clayton McPherson. We got a brief look at his numbers earlier. 3,300 yards, 22 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He can also run. He is mobile. Clayton McPherson is someone that we actually thought about taking back in our first draft. First and 10 here. McPherson out of the pistol, and it's going to be a give to Barkley, and Barkley breaks out of one tackle, picks up 9. And Saquon Barkley last week, 18 carries for 165 and 2 touchdowns.
And well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most,
second and 1 here.
each and every run.
And here's Barkley again, not successful on this run. As a matter of fact, he's brought down for a loss of 1. Looks like Percy Butler was there on the tackle. He's going to bring up third down.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries.
3rd and 2. And this is going to be a read option, and McPherson's going to keep it. He slips out of a tackle and is finally brought down by Cameron Curl after a gain of 9 and a first down. Mentioned that he's, very capable of making plays with his legs. We're going to have to keep an eye on him.
Over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made
So it's
the
1st and 10 again.
he committed to it and went. Let's face it.
And this pass over the middle is hauled in. It's the first pass and first completion of the day for McPherson. Goes to Isaiah Hodgins. Good for 6.
Defense for the Commanders. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect?
2nd and 4. And a quick pass, and it's complete. Darius Slayton
Keep your quarterback upright.
picks up 16.
First down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come
Another give to Barkley, and Barkley, no gain.
As he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this throw down the seam's going to land incomplete.
It's incomplete.
Now bring up 3rd and 10.
team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive. They need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
McPherson looking, and he's going to be brought down after keeping it for about 6, and that's going to bring up 4th and 4. We'll see if they go for it here. They won't. They will bring the field goal unit out for a 44-yard field goal. And the kick is up, and it is good. So the Giants do end up scoring on their opening drive. They put up 3. It's 3-0.
Charles does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Connor Highsmith will return this one from the goal line. And he's brought down at the 20.
Right at the 20-yard line.
And now here comes our offense, led out by Sam Howell. So I actually went back and looked at some of my previous videos. He has 18 interceptions. I wanted to see how many of those interceptions I thought were actually just like piss poor throws by him versus, just bad reads by me. I counted 6. So numbers aren't quite as bad, or he hasn't been quite as bad as the numbers indicate. But anyways, we are going to give this one to Jonathan Tolliver to start things off, and he fights through some contact, picks up 6, and Leonard Williams is injured on the play.
On that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Look at that beautiful hair.
Injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. Howell.
Ooh, that pass is broken up. Almost intercepted.
But he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now they face a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
After that incompletion on 2nd down. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And Rayshawn Nash holds on for the first down grab. Pick up a 5.
By a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
And a give to Tolliver, but he's swallowed up by Dexter Lawrence.
Quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Yep, he's going to make some plays.
And now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Gonna call a double team on Dexter Lawrence here.
Now Howell.
And that pass is wide away. They brought the blitz out of empty. It's gonna bring up 3rd and long.
Usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell out of the shotgun.
Oh, how's that picked? Man, how's that picked?
So the interception there.
I'm sorry, I don't understand how that's picked. Like, he's got to step on him. I am worried about the safety potentially undercutting it. But he has him beat by, I don't know, 3 steps?
That's something you can maybe live with.
That's annoying.
But not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the
pass over the middle is held on to.
Because turnovers in that situation.
I think that's Isaiah Hodgins, picks up 10.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure.
This pass is going to be incomplete. Cliff Greenfield gets a hand on it. Had he not done that, would have been a touchdown for sure.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again.
2nd and 10, a quick pass, caught by Slayton. It's good for 6. Bring up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
And this pass down the right side is going to be out of bounds, incomplete. Now bring up 4th down again. And they're going to bring out their field goal unit once again. And this kick is up and good. So the Giants are now up 6-0, thanks to 2 field goal attempts.
and anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021,
we'll start this drive off at the 25. I'm still kind of mad about that interception.
Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
I don't know. I just felt like maybe that pass could have been broken up, but I just didn't think the corner was going to undercut it.
Got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously, a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season. But that first round home game is not guaranteed.
Another give to Tolliver, and he's brought down for a loss.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2. You get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a
2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's send Nash on a slant here. Hope something clears out. And we're sacked. Sebastian Joseph Day gets to us. Yeah, Levi Jenkins just got absolutely smoked.
A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Another fucking sack. Jesus Christ.
Aziz Ojulari, able to record his 5th sack.
What is going on?
This is what happens when you
They rushed 3 and they still got to me, like, immediately.
Passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes or
Make the goddamn tackle.
just takes over.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
And this pass is dropped.
Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking.
Bring up 2nd down.
That's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get food here, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 10. Off-play action.
Play fake. McPherson rolling, and he's going to lose the football. And it's recovered by Kenneth Murray. Who forced it? I think that was Montez Sweat who forced it.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime,
I mean, it looks like he lost the football before Sweat even tackled him.
The defense is thinking, get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you
All right, so there's a turnover. Seeing as how our offense can't do anything.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Maybe we can finally capitalize as we start this drive at the Giants' 30. There's Tolliver. He's able to fall forward for 3. Tolliver's been running the ball very well as of late, as you look at his numbers from last week, 19 for 124.
124 yards.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
Oh, come on, man.
There's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away.
How is that deflected?
Turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
3rd and 7.
One more in here before the quarter breaks. Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And he missed him.
It'll be incomplete. They couldn't hook up.
Why can we not do anything on offense, dude?
6-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from our nation's.
And we're not going to have a choice. We have to kick the field goal on 4th and 7.
As they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
And the kick's up, and it's good. We're on the board, thanks to a turnover.
Trailing now 6-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Giants will start this drive at the 25.
Come out to the 25-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion.
There's a give to Saquon. He's got some space, and he picks up 5.
You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. McPherson.
And that pass is going to be caught.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a
First down for Miller.
They'll give it to Barkley.
Another give to Barkley, and Barkley has a ton of space to midfield.
He'll take this all the way up to midfield. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They keep it with Barkley.
Saquon again picks up 5.
On the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Handoff to Barkley.
Another give to Barkley, and he has some space, and he has the first down and more to the 30, but he's injured on the play.
Down to the 30-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to
And this pass is going to be caught. A diving catch. That's Davis again.
That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'd have to say that whenever you
Or
see
Miller, whatever the fuck his last name is.
they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McPherson. Back of the end zone. Can
That
he get his feet
pass
down?
probably could have been a touchdown, but he can't get his feet down.
After the
2nd and 10 here.
Now is 2nd and 10.
And this is a give to their backup running back. He's swallowed up by Jonathan Allen, but Kenneth Murray is injured as he heads to the bench.
Some obvious discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A 3rd field goal of the first
3rd and
half.
13.
What they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McPherson.
And this pass is going to be caught by Waller for the touchdown.
Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown.
He had too much time and he threw it back.
Giants are able to widen their advantage.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
The PAT's up and good. We're down by 10.
The offensive coordinator might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general,
Pectoral strain. We got to keep Kenneth Murray in.
starting to move the ball well.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
We'll just start this drive off at the 25.
The back of the end zone, so we will
All right, well, we can't really do anything right now.
Try again on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the
Tolliver again. Just have to keep running fucking horizontal.
tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half.
Jesus
and I don't think
fucking
it's
Christ.
been his fault. His offensive line has
Gonna try to
given much
screen here.
space. A loss results there.
Back to throw. Howell.
Get this off to Tolliver, and finally we have a successful play. Run down the field.
35 before he's
And there's a flag on the play. Illegal block in the back. It's It's on Nick Gates, our center. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Yeah, but Levi Jenkins was running sideways instead of running forwards. 2nd and 13.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down.
And we're sacked again.
Can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
How? Yep, Levi Jenkins just whiffs again.
And it goes as a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls.
We can't do anything right.
This quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hand.
How?
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken.
Can you guys fucking pass block?
Giants touchdown.
Why are we melting down?
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't.
We are having a fucking meltdown.
The trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
I don't even know.
One will bounce out of the back of the end
We can't run the ball. We can't pass the ball. We can't run block. We can't pass block.
Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Howell from the gun.
Finally, a completion. Rayshawn Nash picks up 11.
But able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here.
There's Tolliver. He finally finds some space, and Jonathan Tolliver's off to the races. Inside the 30, inside the 20, inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown. Finally, something good happens.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
A 64-yard run.
Strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And this kick's up and good, so it's 20-10 now.
Up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Giants will start this drive off at the 25.
And this drive will start at the 25.
Saquon Barkley coming back out on the field.
Set to kick off their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
McPherson with a quick pass, and it's caught by Bellinger. Picks up 3.
Just a 3-yard gain there.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do.
McPherson pass is caught by Hodgins before running out of bounds. Gain of 2.
2 yards there on the completion.
3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down.
This pass over the middle is complete. It's Hodgins again.
He will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down.
I give to Barkley, but he's wrapped up by Leslie Terry for a gain of 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have
Another give to Barkley. Picks up 7.
And not giving ground.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. That looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder.
That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Trash makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Third and 2. Looking to throw.
And it's going to be a screen, but it's broken up. It wasn't there. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. What are they going to do here? They're going to punt it.
So you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And they will punt this one away, and it's angled. And it's going to be out of bounds at the 30. Madden AI is terrible at punting.
And the Washington offense heading out. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way.
There's Rayshawn Nash, and he fights forward and picks up 15.
But now they're starting to put it together.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Howell now to throw it.
And a completion to Dotson, only for 4.
Gets him right to the midfield stripe. Second down and 6 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And Rayshawn Nash again with a big catch and run down to the 25. We'll take our first timeout.
Going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here.
Gonna try another screen here.
3 out of this. Something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Another throw for Howell. Now they go screen.
Tolliver picks up 9 before running out of bounds. 2nd and inches.
Pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well, like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Here's Nash again to the 8.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And that pass is incomplete.
Good job in coverage there.
Bring up 2nd and goal.
So he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Howell.
And we're sacked. How the fuck does that happen, dude?
Now Washington going to use the second of their
Yeah, they brought the blitz.
timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from the 13. Honestly, a field goal here is fine.
And Howe will throw it.
Here's McLaurin. He only gets to the 8.
With 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
We'll have to take our final timeout, settle for 3.
Seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 25 yards out.
And the chip shot is up and good. So we make it a 1-score game.
And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball.
Now we do receive the second half kickoff.
Knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And it looks like they're going to be content with just taking a knee and going into the locker room with a 20-13 lead.
All that remains is to snap this.
Now we got a little momentum towards the end of the first half. We had a touchdown drive. I mean, we've scored 10 unanswered points. We had a touchdown drive, then we of course settled for a field goal.
Coach. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this
Okay,
late season
so our
game.
focus,
Teams coming back from the
I mean, I put
lockers
blitz
here,
counter on it. It hasn't done shit. So do I keep it on? No, I think we gotta focus on running it. Yeah, and we gotta keep limiting Saquon.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock.
And this kick is away. Connor Highsmith from about the 2. And Connor Highsmith slips through out past the 35 to the 37. So pretty good starting field position.
Right around the 37. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half. And once you
Here's Tolliver. Nice run of 6.
You know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Sending McLaurin on a slant. Claypool on a drag. We're kind of switching up their routes.
Second down, Howell now.
And McLaurin is able to hold on.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down.
A little bit of a wonky play, but it worked. Give it to Tolliver again. He just has nowhere to run. Tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Howell.
And just go to Rayshawn Nash here. Fights through a tackler and picks up the first down. He's having himself a nice game. 6 grabs for 75 yards so far.
10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Howell throwing on first down here.
And a whiff there.
Far in front, he couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was perfect accuracy, but Terry McLaurin couldn't catch it. He slowed down mid-route.
With his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10. It's Tolliver again, and he only picks up a yard.
Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
First down marker at the
Trying a
31.
screen again. This might be 4-down territory if we get close enough.
Powell, he'll look to throw it.
Get the screen off. Tolliver to the 35. He picks up 5.
5-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side
4th and 4.
But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
I think we're going to go for it.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And we're sacked. Come on, man.
Do anything with a football, it's a sack and a turnover on downs. Washington goes for it, but it
Why can we not block?
The Giants are going to get the football back.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him.
Get Saquon. He's brought down for a loss.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake.
Play action. This pass over the middle is complete. Emmanuel Forbes gets beat.
A big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down.
Barkley's brought down for a loss of 1. Evan Neal injured on the play.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Running again with Barkley.
Another give to Barkley, and he's swallowed up. Picks up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 10.
What an advantage having a lead guy to make the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, McPherson.
This pass is complete. Cameron Curl, make a fucking play on the ball. I mean, he's right there.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example.
Called the right defense, and they still beat us.
Convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10. McPherson.
And a wayward pass there. And thank God, because that pass was on target. It would have been a touchdown.
Setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
It's passed to the left side, and it's intercepted by Percy Butler. So we force another turnover. And we will take over at the 20.
But that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take
Dexter Lawrence just eats us up for a loss of 5.
and turn it into positives.
Our line has been trashed today.
Loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Powell.
Rayshawn Nash with a catch before taking a big hit. Picks up 11.
Completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career.
Trying another screen.
He's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge
There's
this
Tolliver.
and we'll celebrate the milestones down.
God damn it. Why can't my lineman get out?
3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard.
Run upfield, not sideways.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
I mean, we can't go for it
Washington
from here.
Out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just
Can I throw my entire offensive line away?
Quick move by Miller. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
There's Barkley again. He's going to pick up 10 plus. There is a flag on the play.
How did each play work? Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for?
It's going to be holding on the offense. This will back them up. 9 yards.
Of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Another give to Barkley. He picks up 2. Leslie Terry on the tackle. 2nd and 17.
A former teammate of mine, we used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Back to throw. McPherson.
And this pass is fucking complete.
And he'll be taken
And Jonathan Allen's hurt.
across midfield. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Every single time they're able to beat whatever play call I call.
Regular season. We'll step aside.
They're give to Barkley. He picks up 3.
Ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
This pass over the middle is dropped and picked off by Kenneth Murray. Don't see that happen too often in Madden.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a
So we force another turnover.
But now potentially a play that could have
We need points. We need a touchdown.
Turning the ball down the field, things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things.
And here's a gift to Tolliver, and Tolliver has a big gain to the 48. He's just shy of 100 yards.
Finishing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We're trailing 20-13, but we are driving here.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
We got to flip the play. I don't want to run at Dexter Lawrence.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And Tolliver able to break out of a tackle, but there is a flag on the play. It's going to be holding. Holding on Levi Jenkins. He's been awful. Awful.
They got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now Howell.
Get this one off Rayshawn Nash. Pick up 11. He's got to be close to 100 yards. Yeah, he's got 95 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Tolliver cuts back, picks up 4. He'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Past the 50 and into Giant territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And Chase Claypool with a big catch. Out of bounds at the 29. That was a bit of a dangerous throw there, but we placed it in there nicely.
See openings, take their shots.
Tolliver again. Only picks up a yard.
It was with a tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Play action.
With Howell.
And Darnell Washington can't hold on. It was in his hands.
Still doesn't have a catch right to the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely, that was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And Rayshawn Nash with a catch in traffic to the 9-yard line. That puts him up over 100 yards.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
We're flipping the play. Again, don't want to run at Dexter Lawrence. Tolliver again slips out of a tackle to the 4.
To that offensive line, they're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Howell out of the shotgun.
We're going to just take off with Sam Howell, and we're going to have a walk-in touchdown.
Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
And we are tied at 20.
The extra point, it's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles. And it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts.
Give to Saquon. Picks up 4, and he's injured again.
Entertaining postseason. That's what we're always.
So he's going to come out of the game for the time being.
Get it during the regular season too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed, or just to get one of those
2nd and 6.
seats at the table.
Quick pass, and it's hauled in by Waller. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this pass is going to be incomplete. Wide of the mark. Are they going to go for it?
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Gotta watch the fake here. 5.5 to go.
On fourth down, the punt team is on.
Connor Highsmith. I would have liked a return there. Okay, it went in the end zone. I think we're okay with that.
Scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
What's the
line.
play here?
They'll start
Gives to Tolliver to the outside, and he has a ton of space. First down and more.
takes us beyond the 35
To the 36.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and
We're going to choose some clock here.
they'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Tolliver again finds some space. Picks up 5.
This up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
We're going play action here.
Off Howell.
And Sam Howell misses him.
Throw's going to be incomplete.
He was wide open.
The man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Howell.
And he can't hold on.
And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie team
Rayshawn
is
Nash has been so sure-handed, but he couldn't hold on to that one.
But he has to be prepared for people making
We're going to have
a
to
play
punt
on
this
it
one
when
away.
that ball's up for grabs.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This
That
is
kicks
a
away.
very good kick. Angled from
And this
the
is going to be out of bounds at the 11. Good punt.
Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say
There's
crosses.
4:02 left to go in regulation.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped. So
Play action. And McPherson's down for the sack at the 1.
It happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jamin Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that,
So now it's 2nd and 20 from their own 1.
On second
Give to
down,
Saquon.
and he'll get
Picks
a
up
little bit of
5.
breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
and there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't kick the run quite as well.
3rd and 15.
Ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to
They're calling a screen here.
complete to Hodgins. And he's gonna be
Hodgins
brought
picks
down
up some
short of the
yards.
First down, right around the 17.
But they're going to have to punt this one away again.
It will also lead to 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Connor Highsmith from the 30. He'll have some room to return this one. And he gets to the 43.
But also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out.
And Chase Claypool's open for a big gain into Giants territory to the 36. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And we're just about in field goal range, but we'd like to get closer if we can. Give to Tolliver. Picks up 6.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
We got Charlie Phillips in the backfield now. He's going to get his first carry, and he's going to pick up 3. Giants take their first timeout.
A big play in this football game.
3rd and 1. We got to flip this play. Do not want to run at Dexter Lawrence. 3rd and 1. Tolliver again, and it looks like he got it.
Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Tolliver met in the backfield by Dexter Lawrence.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Big play here, big play. Let's make something happen. Come on.
2nd and 13 here. Another give to Tolliver, and he's met in the backfield for a loss of 4.
He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Another give to Tolliver, and he's dropped for another fucking loss. Look, I know it's pretty much a guarantee that we're going to run, but
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
so now we're looking at like a 52-yard field goal. We're going to just let this run down to like 3 seconds. Take the timeout.
The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
3 seconds to go. It all comes down to this. A game-winning 52-yard field goal attempt from Joey Sly.
This from 52, and this for the win.
Here we go. Kicks up, and it is good, and we win 23-20 on a walk-off field goal by Joey Sly.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second.
That game could have been a lot worse.
Impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Washington, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Okay, So, Sam Howell, 17 of 27 for 184, no touchdowns, one interception that I'm still not sure how that was picked off. And of course, he added in a rushing touchdown from 4 yards out. Jonathan Tolliver, 21 for 119 and a touchdown, including that long touchdown run of 64 yards. Rayshawn Nash had his best game as a pro, 9 for 114. Tolliver, 3 for 16 out of the backfield. Claypool had a couple nice catches for 39. McLaurin only 2 for 11. Dotson 1 for 4. I mean, our offensive line was trash in the beginning. Cameron Curl led the way with 9 tackles. 3 TFLs for Jamin Davis, 1 for a bunch of others. Sack for Montez Sweat, sack for Jamin Davis. Interceptions for Kenneth Murray and Percy Butler. Montez Sweat had a forced fumble and Kenneth Murray ended up recovering it. So we forced 3 turnovers. So our defense did its job. We only allowed 13 points on defense. Of course, they had a scoop and score for 6. So defense played really well. We contained Saquon. We contained McPherson. Last time we played, we got kind of torched by McPherson and their mediocre receivers. Definitely some stuff to clean up on. Offensively, a lot to clean up on. Blocking was terrible, especially passing. We buckled down in the second half, but got some upgrades. Sam Cosme's really the only one I care to upgrade. We'll just go with Agile here. Get him up to an 83 overall with a morale boost. And I believe with this, we ended up clinching the NFC East title. I don't know how the tiebreaker will work with the Cowboys if we end up with the same record, which is still on the table, because we did split with them. But then it comes down to like record against like common opponents or something stupid. Standings. Okay, so seeing as how we both have X's next to us, I'm assuming that means we've clinched the playoffs, but no one's clinched the division yet. And we're playing the Eagles, who are a pretty good team, next week. So, got a lot on the line. And we're in a really good division. I mean, Giants are 9-7. They could potentially win 10 games. I mean, if the worst team in your division ends up getting 8 wins, or even 7 wins, that's kind of... it's pretty impressive. Yeah, so not sure when my next stream will be. I do have to stream MLB The Show, too, in the World Series right now. But, yeah, overall, that was a good game. I might tweak some sliders again. I think the defense was fine, felt balanced, didn't really feel like... we got cheated on a couple plays, or not cheated so much as, there were times where I called the correct play, but we just got torched, particularly in our secondary. Defense felt balanced. Offense, even though we ended up winning that game and putting up 23 points, a lot of it was spoon-feeding Rayshawn Nash and Jonathan Tolliver. A lot of checkdowns. Definitely was a little more nervous to push the ball down the field. But, I want to push the ball down the field a little more, and, if the result works, great. If it doesn't work, then, it is what it is. But that's going to do it for today. Until next time.